So U.S. liability insurance on verge of breakdown from tide of claims, okay, from tide of claims that they're getting, okay? And remember, all these people are in business to make money. You have a job. You don't do it for free. You work to make money so you can pay the bills. Companies build businesses to make money. And if they don't make money, they either go bankrupt, they sell to somebody else that has money, or they find a way to raise the prices, fire people, make some kind of adjustments, right? The U.S. casualty insurance market, which protects businesses against legal claims for employees, customers, or other harmed by operations or products, faces a potential breakdown with Everest Chief of Executive Jim Williamson warning it won't be a question of how much we're willing to pay. The cover won't be available. Prices rose 8% in the first quarter, making 23 consecutive quarters of increases per March, despite insurance introducing exclusions for claims like data privacy violations and forever chemical pollutants. Williamson noted no one will offer it at any price, citing a surge in payouts driven by what he called fraud, legal systems, abuse, and runaway jury verdicts. Insurers are grappling with rising claims, promoting Everest to set aside $1.7 billion in reserves for losses and raise excess liability insurance rates by 20 to 25% annually, with Williamson stating that's an enormous inflationary factor for business. Tom, your thoughts on this?
Well, first of all, there's two problems here. The first problem here is it's not the runaway jury. The runaway jury is the end. Because that's a jury that's been selected of the people who are impaneled to listen to a case, and anybody who's registered to vote or have his driver's license and is a citizen can end up on a jury. That's a jury doing its job, and they call it runaway victims. The issue is the lawyers in that courtroom. And the lawyers in that courtroom, which they're referred to as white-collar ambulance chasers, who are bringing claims against companies just for the insurance. And Pat, what's very interesting, and we'll say here full disclosure, over the years, we've actually done business with Marsh. Marsh has provided insurance to some of the 9 companies that Pat has founded and led. And so what's interesting here, we've seen this firsthand, where them saying, hey guys, we're going to put the cyber insurance on a secondary policy. Remember that, Pat?
Yeah.
If you will accept to the following limits and protect yourself in the following ways. So we actually increased our own software and security so that we could get a better price, similar to if you show your car has an alarm system, you're a good driver, and you're in a locked garage, you can reduce the cost of your own car insurance because you're reducing the risk of loss. And so what's happening here is the U.S. liability insurance companies are blaming it all on the attorneys that are bringing these cases and things here. That's only part of it. The other part of it is greater education is needed with the companies that are insured. We went out and didn't just accept the bid. Pat always says, hey, get 3 bids for everything and don't let a single vendor do business with you year after year and maybe get too comfortable assuming that you're just going to say, yeah, just renew me. You go out and do it. And so companies need to go out and find out the things we could do because we reduce some of our rates through active examination of our own self to make ourselves more appealing to be assured. But this is bad. At the bottom line, this is bad because you've got these companies are necessary to cover business, and it's a cost of doing business that if this cost keeps rising, it shows up in the cost of the product.
Yeah, it does. And I remember for us, when we would sell an insurance product of a company, and we loved it. We do such a good job selling a product, and all of a sudden they're like, nope, we're shutting down this product. Why? It's not profitable. What do you mean? We've sold thousands of this policy. I know, but it's not profitable. Remember the 35-year ROP that we have, return to premium, that our guys used to love to sell? I can give you so many different annuities.
From a certain Midwest carrier.
That's right. And all of a sudden, they would announce this. So this happens, and typically the reason why this happens with insurance companies is because of abuse by customers or regulation because of states. So abuse by customers happens regularly. Abuse by states is what you notice happening with California, where they're forcing them to not raise certain prices.
And the FAIR Plan.
That's right. And the FAIR Plan and carriers are just saying, I'm out of here. Adam, your thoughts on this here, on this story?
Well, we've all been in the insurance business, Pat, Tom, myself. I don't know about Vinny, but I'm sure he got a discount double check from State Farm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we understand the basic premise of insurance. It's to protect your ass and your assets. So I apologize, but you know what always happens? Shit happens. You ever heard that phrase before?
Multiple
Why do you need
times.
insurance? Is because stuff is going to happen that you're not planning for. So everyone has a plan. You know that whole phrase? Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. Mike Tyson. Life is going to give you lemons, and you're not always going to be able to afford lemonade, is what they're basically saying. You know, I talk about the 6 principles of wealth and do these 6 things, and then you're going to be able to have financial freedom. Number 5 is insurance and protecting your ass and protecting your assets. We've seen Geico and all these companies try to leave California. Home ownership, home insurance, car insurance. We devalue things that we don't necessarily want or need until we actually need them. I can't understate the importance of insurance. And until it basically leaves your state, it becomes unaffordable, you can't have it anymore, you don't realize what you actually need is the protection that insurance offers. So this is just one more example of what's happening in the insurance markets.
Yeah. So listen, I was going to go to Vinny because Vinny had a very in-depth 20-page slide analysis.
But to be honest with you, Pat,
But
I don't
due to
want to
lack
bore
of
the hell
time-
out of everybody.
No, I don't want to do that. It's too
with my
technical.
chart. Look, I have charts.
I can't. It's
I got
too technical.
diagrams.
We don't
Tom,
want to do this to the
got
numbers.
rates.
No, I don't want them.
With your permission, are you okay if we skip this?
Yeah, because my numbers scream, and Pat, they're like today. It's annoying.
I don't want to do that.
And we could get you a
Really
whiteboard and you can
loud.
calculate the loss
I
reserve
don't
for
wanna
I'll
us.
do that. I'll do that. I'll do it in the how-to after.
Maybe over
Let's,
lunch.
folks, if you're watching this, one of the things that is very important in a time like this, while all the chaos are happening, if you're running a small business or you're an executive or somebody that's a startup, you're trying to raise money, you're trying to sell your business, you're trying to make proper strategic partnerships, maybe take your comp plan to a different level, variable comp to a different level. You want to find a better way to expand your business model, expand your podcast. We had a guy that came to us, a doctor, at 288 subscribers on his podcast. Within 90 days, I think he's at 160,000 subscribers right now. We spent an entire day with him at our consulting firm. The one thing most people don't know about is the fact that we engage with about 10,000 people worldwide in 60 plus countries at Bet David Consulting. If you're a small business owner, we have this 5x5 program that we go through, 5 challenges you face at 5 different phases of your business. We've been talking about this now for 3 years. If you want to get this 5x5 brochure that we have, go to betdavid.com, my last name, betdavid.com. All the way at the bottom, if you want to engage with one of our consultants, whether it's myself, Tom, or someone else, or find out about our events, go to betdavid.com, fill out the information all the way at the bottom, put your phone number in, put your email in. One of our guys will get a hold of you. We'll talk to you about what we have to offer here and share with you the PDF of the 5 challenges every founder faces at 5 different phases of their business. So again, go to betdavid.com. This is all free. There's an 18-minute video that breaks down the challenges as well for you to watch, specific to those of you that are running businesses, executives that want to take your business to the next level, and find strategies to excel during these chaotic times. Don't do it alone. If there's anything I would tell you is don't do it alone during these seasons.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.